Recently, US President Donald Trump made headlines again. This time, he claimed the United States used a secret weapon called Discombobulator in a raid to capture Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro. So what's the real here? What is a Discombobulator exactly? Is it some cutting-edge directed energy weapon, a DEW, or is it just Trump dressing up a story with a flashy name? Let's decode it right now. Donald Trump and the Discombobulator Bombshell. According to multiple reports, on January 3, 2026, U.S. Special Operations Forces carried out a raid on Venezuela's presidential palace in Caracas. The claim is that President Nicolas Maduro and his wife were captured. A few weeks later, in an interview with the New York Post, Trump hinted at a top-secret capability the U.S. supposedly used in that operation. He gave it a strange name, the Discombobulator. Trump emphasized Discombobulator. I'm not allowed to talk about it in detail. He made it sound like national security secret. Then he added, because of it, US forces completely paralyzed the enemy's equipment during the assault. He described it as a movie scene. He said Venezuela had Russian and Chinese missiles, and when they hit the button, none of them launched. We moved in, they pressed the button, everything was a dud. In other words, the Discombobulator supposedly left the other side tactically blind and deaf, everything from radar to missiles disabled. That would explain how US forces could move in fast, take control quickly, and not face serious resistance. CNN reporting citing a senior US official suggests there wasn't any single weapon like that at all. Instead, the idea is that Trump may have mashed multiple capabilities into one imagined super weapon, then slapped a catchy label on it, Discombobulator. In reality, the same reporting says the US used several technical methods at the same time. Cyber tools to knock out early warning radar and air defense networks, and a specialized acoustic system to disorient guards on the ground. The result is simple. It opened the door for the US helicopters to fly in, so the success of a mission likely came from overwhelming tech advantage and classic operational planning, not some brand new mystery super cannon. DEWs. What are directed energy weapons? And is Discombobulator one of them? There's another popular theory, that Trump's Discombobulator was his way of hinting at directed energy weapon, a DEW. So what is a DEW? Simple version for you. It's a weapon that fires energy instead of a projectile. That energy could be a high-power laser, a microwave beam, or even a particle beam. When that energy is tightly focused onto a target, it can disrupt or damage electronics. And depending on the type, it can also injure people. In recent years, the US military and other countries have been developing DEW systems to shoot down drones and missiles, or to control crowds. But most DEWs are still in testing or limited deployment, not something you see widely used on real battlefields. So did a DEW show up in the Maduro operation? CNN reporting says the US has a heat ray style DEW called the Active Denial System. If Trump's Discombobulator was really a bundle of technologies, it could mean a mix of microwave systems like ADS, cyber attacks, and acoustic devices. That lines up with the claims. Enemy equipment got paralyzed, and enemy troops got stunned. So what are these three tech categories really? Cyber tools. This isn't a physical weapon. It's hacking and electronic intrusion. It can mean jamming signals or wrecking software from the inside. In the Maduro operation, reporting suggests cyber actions may have helped crash radar systems and disrupt missile launch infrastructure. That leaves defenders blind and unable to shoot back. Cyber weapons are quiet, but brutal. If you press the button and the missile doesn't leave the launcher, that's what a cyber hit looks like. Acoustic systems. These are sound weapons. They use high-frequency sound or extremely loud audio to cause pain and disorientation. The best known example is the LRAD. It's a highly directional sound cannon, sometimes nicknamed the voice of God, because it can blast an ear-splitting beam of sound with serious force. LRAD can push tones like a siren at over 150 decibels. That can cause intense discomfort, headaches, temporary hearing loss, or disorientation. And if you're too close for too long, it can even cause permanent hearing damage. These systems are often used for riot control or anti-piracy at sea. In the Maduro raid, CNN reporting suggests an acoustic system may have been used to stun palace guards so they couldn't react in time. That could be the one piece Trump rolled into the Discombobulator label. Active Denial System, ADS. ADS is a microwave weapon. It fires an energy beam that causes a severe burning sensation on the skin within its range. Unlike acoustic weapons, ADS uses electromagnetic waves, specifically around 95 GHz, so it falls under DEWs. Its effective range is roughly 1 kilometer, but it doesn't create explosions, but it can trigger instant panic and force people to retreat, similar to the get away now effect of sound systems. The creepy part? ADS is invisible and silent. You can't see it, you can't hear it. Only the person getting hit feels the heat. Sounds like something out of Marvel, but ADS has been real for years and has seen field testing. So what's next? Are we about to see an Iron Man squad on the battlefield next, branded as Discombobulator Man? Bottom line, if a discombobulator exists at all, it's likely just a smart combo of cyber attacks, acoustic disruption, and possibly DEW tech like ADS. It's electronic warfare plus non-lethal systems, designed to maximize control while minimizing casualties. Honestly, that does track. While people were obsessing over Discombobulator, a darker story started spreading online. It was boosted by White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. She shared an account described as coming from a Venezuelan guard at the scene. According to that story, the US fired something that sounded like an extremely powerful sonic wave. He said he instantly felt his head was exploding from the inside. Then his nose started bleeding. He claimed other guards were vomiting blood, collapsing to the ground, and unable to move. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a Marvel scene where someone gets hit by a sonic blast. But slow down. CNN itself noted it could not independently verify that account, and so far, there's been no confirmed medical evidence or official report backing up severe injuries from an unknown weapon. Because acoustic or microwave systems like the ones we discussed typically don't make people vomit blood. They don't literally make your head explode. The usual effects are pain, panic, and disorientation. Then it fades. So treat the viral shock story the way you treat clickbait. Eyebrows up and brain on. At this point, you probably have your own answer. Discombobulator sounds like a sci-fi superweapon, but it likely isn't one specific brand new device at all. The most likely explanation is that Trump simply branded a bundle of capabilities, a coordinated combo that threw the enemy into total confusion. Maduro and his inner circle were reportedly captured in less than a single night, with minimal losses on the US side. This story also shows how modern information warfare works. One strange keyword, discombobulator, is enough to set the internet on fire and make everyone speculate. That might have been the real goal, turning a military operation into a media legend. And the full truth? Only the people inside the operation would actually know. Now it's your turn. What do you think the discombobulator really is? A real capability? Or a PR stunt with a sci-fi name? And do you think directed energy weapons are the future of war? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. See you in the next video.